no one to trust. This sentence hurts because it is true, and the truth always hurts before it frees you. Most people do not fail in life because they are weak. They fail because they trusted the wrong people with the wrong expectations. The Stoics warned us about this long ago. Not to make us lonely, but to make us unbreakable. Because when you trust blindly, you give others the power to control your peace. And when that trust breaks, your peace breaks with it. Marcus Aurelius prepared his mind every morning to meet people who would be selfish, dishonest, and careless, not because he hated people, but because he refused to be disappointed by reality. He understood that people act according to their nature, not according to your hopes. Most pain in life does not come from events. It comes from people. And most pain from people comes from expectations. You expected loyalty, you expected support, you expected honesty. But the Stoic mind understands that expectations are dangerous, because they are agreements you make in your own head without asking the other person. When those expectations are not met, you feel betrayed. But the betrayal was not always intentional. It was your trust that was misplaced. Stoicism teaches that trusting people with your happiness is a mistake, because happiness must be built on something stable, and people are not stable. Emotions change, priorities change, situations change, and people change with them. Trusting no one does not mean becoming cold or cruel. It means becoming aware. It means you stop assuming that everyone thinks like you, that everyone has the same values as you, that everyone will treat you the way you treat them. Epictetus said that if you want to be free, do not depend on things you cannot control. And people are something you can never fully control. Their words may sound strong today and empty tomorrow. Their promises may feel real today and forgotten tomorrow. So the Stoic learns to trust actions, consistency in time, not words or emotions. One of the strongest lessons of Stoicism is self-reliance. When you trust no one completely, you learn to rely on yourself. You stop waiting for motivation. You stop waiting for validation. You stop waiting for someone to save you. You become your own support system. This does not make life easier, but it makes you stronger. Because when you stand on your own feet, no one can pull the ground from under you when people leave. You remain when plans fail. You adapt when support disappears. You continue. People often say, "I trusted them," and they changed. But the Stoic response is simple. People did not change. You just saw them clearly for the first time. Everyone acts in their own interest, especially when things become difficult. Seneca said that a friend is revealed in hardship, not comfort. That is why a Stoic observes more and speaks less, shares less and listens more, opens slowly and protects their inner world carefully. Trusting no one also protects your energy. When you trust too easily, you explain yourself too much, you expect too much, and you give too much to people who have not earned it. The Stoic mind understands that access is earned, not given. Not everyone deserves to know your plans, your fears, or your next move. Silence becomes your shield, patience becomes your filter, and time becomes your test. This mindset also removes fear, because fear comes from dependence. When you depend on others for happiness, approval, or support, you fear losing them. But when you trust yourself, fear loses its power. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you should never build your life around things that can be taken away. People can leave, status can disappear, money can be lost, but your character, discipline, and mindset are always yours. Trust no one does not mean hate everyone. It means respect everyone but depend on no one. Help others when you can, love deeply when it is real, but never hand over control of your inner peace. You can walk with people but do not lean your entire weight on them, because when they fall, you must still be able to stand. In the end, Stoicism teaches balance, not isolation. You do not close your heart. You guard it. You do not expect betrayal, but you are prepared for it. You do not live in fear. You live in awareness, and this awareness brings calm, strength, and freedom, because when you trust yourself fully, you no longer fear disappointment. You no longer fear abandonment. You no longer fear being alone. No one to trust is not a curse, it is a lesson that teaches you independence, resilience, and inner strength. When you accept this truth, You stop suffering from broken expectations, and you start living with clarity, peace, and control. This is the Stoic way, and this is how you become unshakable.